Ladies and gentlemen, I have Delavicci with me today, and I would like to ask him to introduce himself. Gio?
Why did you have to look so seductive when you introduced me?
Because I'm wearing red
Oh,
today.
that's what it is?
Of course.
What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for the introduction, for introducing me. My name is Sergio Delavicci, known as Gio Delavicci. I'm a model, actor, boxer, spoken word artist, community activist. For the Russian-speaking audience, меня зовут Sergio Delavicci, наполовину итальянец, наполовину белорус. Я актер, модель, боксер, пишу поэмы и делаю много для где я живу. Я сейчас сижу с красивой моделью, и мы делаем это замечательное интервью, и вы услышите хорошие, классные вещи.
My name is Ksenia Berzov, and I would like to interview Gio today. And also, we speak Russian. We speak a few languages.
Мы говорим по-русски, мы говорим на 5 языках.
Да. We'll, switch between Russian and
Для русской аудитории меня зовут Sergio Delavicci. Я актер, модель, боксер. И я делал много вещей там, где я живу, для людей, где я живу. Я люблю отдавать назад в плане того, что я делал много работы для бездомных людей, для людей, которые не такие счастливые, как мы. Потому что есть люди, которые счастливые, а есть, которые меньше счастливые. Но мы все люди Бога, и это очень важно помогать людям.
Спасибо, Gio. Ты настоящий альтруист, ты любишь людей, ты любишь эту жизнь. Gio really loves people, loves this life, and he really appreciates that he's here on this planet.
Absolutely.
And I can feel it. So, Gio, my first question is about the magic that happens. How does it feel when you transform into a completely different personality and put the mask of the character?
It's a great question. Well, a lot of times we as actors play different roles in movies, and that's what makes us good actors. You know, we are able to transfer from one role to the next, from one character to the next. And it's very important to look believable, to make everything believable, to live that character, to be that character. It's very important to study that person. You know, you are no longer, at this point, you are no longer yourself. You have to do everything that character does. You know, how does it feel for me? It feels amazing. I get to play different characters in different TV shows, different films. A lot of times I get typecasted. I play a gangster, a killer, just a lot of negative roles, which are not necessarily positive, but we still make it positive. You know, I use this platform to inspire others. And the people with broken dreams, the have-nots, have a lot of people that look up to me in jails. A lot of kids look up to me. The way I came up is very interesting, but we're gonna get to that later. To answer your question, it feels good. It feels good to transfer from one character to the next. Play different roles every time. And I'm just very grateful and appreciative.
Thank you, Gio. It's wonderful. I know that you give hope to other people. You inspire them, and I'm sure that all people really appreciate it and love everything you do. And the next question is connected with the first question. So you engage in many philanthropic deeds, helping people in different aspects of their life. Let's imagine you have all resources in this world. So what is your ultimate goal, your dream project? What would you create to make this world better?
It's a very good question. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, if you want to see change, you need to start with yourself, within yourself. If you want to see change, you need to start within your community. I'm very poetic. A few things people would probably not know about me just by looking at me is that I'm very romantic.
I can tell.
I'm very spiritual, speak 5 languages, fluent in 3. And I love to give back. Sometimes you cannot judge a book by its cover. And what you see sometimes is not what you get. Sometimes you do. But I'm a very real person, very authentic, very passionate. I live life to the fullest, yet sometimes on the edge. And when I say that, those that know me know exactly what I'm talking about. But back to your question. I like to take long walks on the beach. I like to look at the water. I like to take long trips. To me, it brings some type of peace of mind. some type of tranquility, you know. And in this business, you deal with different people, a lot of characters, just people who try to take advantage of you. But then again, this happens in every profession, in every business. I can only speak on behalf of myself and about what I do. I play sports. I have good people around me. I would like to give a shout out to everyone who made this interview possible. I would like to give a shout out to Steve Silver and Ivy Dominique. You know, these guys are my family. We talk a lot about the industry and outside of it. I'd like to give another major shout out to Natasha, Zachary, Raphael, Ksenia, Kshusha. There's a few other models here. I'm not too familiar with their names. I apologize. Sylviana Barkley, Thomas Atkins, Jimmy. You know, these are the people who are in this building right now, in this facility. And, you know, may God continue to bless you guys. You guys are very positive, uplifting people. I've worked with many of you, different shows, different fashion industry events, and it's always a pleasure. I would encourage those that go through different situations, stressful situations. Stress is one of the #1 killers, and that's a fact. You know, it creates high blood pressure. It leads to different diseases. Why build it when you can talk about it, when you could do something about it? Take a long trip. See a counselor if you cannot help yourself. Honestly, I don't believe in counselors. I believe that we as humans are our biggest counselors. Nobody can help ourselves the way we can. And correct me if I'm wrong.
That's absolute truth. And Gio, I see that you have a very strong connection with God and the universe, and it really helps you and inspires you to live this life. And I really appreciate you telling me everything from your soul, and you're a big inspiration to all people. And I hope that many people will watch this interview and will get inspired. And probably last question, Gio. In conclusion, I would like to ask you about your New Year resolution, your main New Year resolution. And you're a true hard worker.
Thank you.
We all know it from your experience. And what is your plan to an even better you this year? Step by step, you know that every tiny step counts. What is your plan for this year, 2019?
For 2019, my plan is to finish things I didn't get to accomplish in 2018.
Perfect.
You know, in the Caribbean, they say, if you can't do something today, you have tomorrow to do it. Me, I like to live the fast life, but the intelligent life. You know, I've done a lot of things in my life. I'm still young. When I was younger, done a lot of crazy things. This is why I'm able to communicate to different people of different walks of life, from the street people to the corporate people, the doctors, the lawyers, the athletes, musicians, and people in the industry. They can relate to me, and I'm very thankful for that, very honored for that. You know, they say, I wish I knew back then what I know now. But then how would that be an experience? How would you learn anything? How would that be a learning experience? Before I answer your question, I would like to say this. If you think life will treat you fairly, just because you treat it fairly, you're fooling yourself. It's like expecting a lion not to eat you because you did not want to eat it. That's why you expect nothing and appreciate everything, because you never know who might be on the receiving end. If you want to do something, continue doing it, pursuing your dreams. They say, if you hang on to your dreams long enough, you get there. Bullshit. You can't just hang there and expect things to come to you. While you hang there, you have to take necessary steps to achieve a high level of success. You have to ask yourself, what is your goal? What is your plan? What is your motivation? If you don't have any goal, any aspiration, you'll be just drifting around and will not end up anywhere. People don't just become successful by accident. People don't become successful overnight. It takes a lot of hard work to achieve a high level of success, which is why it has to be hard to be successful. And one of my New Year's resolutions are to travel more. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to get myself in a better shape. Right now I have a 6-pack. I want to get an 8-pack. Why not? I want to live a healthier lifestyle. Eventually, with the grace of God, in 2019, I want to be able to buy my parents a house. They did so much for me. They saved my life. I'm not going to talk about all of that right now, but I'm here. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I'm smiling. I'm sitting here with a beautiful woman, beautiful model. She's glowing. And if you turn these lights off, she'll still be glowing. But I definitely want to accomplish things in 2019 that I wasn't able to accomplish in 2018. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Sophia Davis. She put me on the cover of her magazine in July, and that magazine had sold 1,200 copies in 2 days. Biggest number since Halle Berry was on the cover. So when she delivered those news to me, it inspired me to write something. So take a listen. Buy the magazine. Please support me. Get to know me. Read my interview. Share my story. I came from the bottom. Can you feel the glory? Chasing dreams, progressing slowly. If you can relate, then don't ignore me. Call me brother. I'm your homie. Different mother, same story. Tattoos and scars on my body are self-explanatory. The world will definitely get to know me before I turn 40. Thank you, God, for my life. Jesus, the glory.
Thank you, Joe. Let me hug you. Thank you.